Ladies and gentlemen, we got a 2022 BMW M3 Competition xDrive. We're looking at a twin turbocharged, 6-cylinder, cranking out 503 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque, weighing a little bit over 3,900 pounds. So she thick, with a face that only a mother could love. But if I'm being honest, the face doesn't bother me as much now as it did way back when. We're out here at Spring Mountain Motorsports Ranch in the Charleston Peak configuration, the full configuration, including the finger. And this is my friend Peter's car. We're gonna go have a good time. Now, in terms of drive mode, can we put this in MDM Sport?
Yeah.
I'm dynamic mode, MDM Sport, all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive based. I have driven this car before on this track and on street, and I think it is a phenomenal vehicle. Very capable, although a little bit numb is how I remember it from last time. Eight-speed ZF auto transmission. Very well tuned by BMW. I'm gonna do 1 or 2 warm-up laps, and then we'll let her rip. We'll see how she dances, how she handles on track. Man, these shifts are immediate. I'm gonna do a nice little warm-up lap. Missed it. All right, BMW M3 on track. The pads are toasty, we can smell them. So we're gonna do a little bit of a cool down. Overall, a very capable vehicle. It feels a bit numb, it feels a bit video game. You're not really getting much steering feel. I do like the brakes, they do inspire confidence, but you can't really get around the fact that this car weighs close to 4,000 pounds. But the fact that it does weigh 4,000 pounds and it can boogie the way that it does, I think is very impressive. Automatic transmission is pretty fast, but I did find a couple instances where there's a bit more of a delay. So I'm trying to figure out why it's instantaneous sometimes and a little bit of a delay other times. The engine just makes gobs of torque. There's a few instances where I guess I'm more used to manual transmission. I was just in the wrong gear. I was like in third when I should have been in second. So it's not going to give you the same level of acceleration, obviously, if you're not in the right power band. So that's on me. But by and large, it generally is going to give you a very wide torque band. It does surge a bit towards the top end, but very impressive engine. So Peter, you own this car now for over a year, is that correct?
It's almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. And what's your experience been like? You first started tracking with this, correct?
Right.
What's your experience been like?
It's good. I mean, I started last May, and I feel like the four-wheel drive puts a little more confidence in me, so I'm not worried as much, and I know that, you know, whatever electronic natties can save me if anything goes wrong. I mostly drive with the MDM mode as well, and I think it's 30% on and 70% off. So far I haven't had any encounters where it's actually turned on, so, but it's not too bad so far. You know.
And this is your daily and track vehicle, correct?
What is that?
Both your daily as well as your track toy?
Right. It's actually really good as a daily as well. It's just a little bit hard to get in and out of these bucket chairs.
These are so nice on track, though. I love the support.
These are, yeah.
They're so
really,
nice.
They really grip you in place on track.
One issue I have is that a lot of these manufacturers have these beautiful seats, like, you know, these bucket seats with BMW, Porsche has their own. I find for myself, it really juts my head very far forward. Do you feel that way?
Yeah. I have to put my seat back a little bit.
You have to like tilt it back, because otherwise...
the problem is that these bucket seats, the headrest is non-removable.
Yeah, you can't adjust it at all.
It really pushes your helmet forward.
I'm a little bit uncomfortable when I'm driving this for that reason.
I have a second seating option to save memory, so that, you know, it leans a little bit more back when I'm driving on a track with the helmet on there.
Yeah, and normally what I do in my car, I actually sit more upright when I'm on track because I want to be even closer to the steering wheel. I want to be able to feel, with a more upright position, have a little bit more sensitivity to the G-forces. So, I do think that this car is very capable on track. One thing I would say is, it's very capable such that you can go fast even when you're starting out.
Right.
But I wonder if, for newer drivers, do you feel like it actually hinders development because it's so capable, the limits are so high that it's hard for you to approach the limit and start dancing with oversteer?
I don't know. That's a good question. But I was pretty much a newbie when I started driving, and I feel like I learned pretty quick on this car. This is my just my 4th weekend track session, so.
All right, where did we leave off with this car? We were having some brake issues. The pads got worn down. In fact, the session after me, Peter got his pads down to metal on metal. Definitely not safe. Don't be doing that, guys. Always check your brake pads before you go out on track. And bring extra pads as well. So overall, the car is incredibly capable. I do think it's a bit numb. The transmission was, for the most part, very fast and responsive, but if you look at the video, there's a couple instances where it was a bit slow to respond, and I'm not sure what actually caused that. I'd have to review a little bit closer. Overall, the engineering behind this vehicle is very impressive from a performance standpoint. The speed, the capability of this vehicle, despite it weighing close to 4,000 pounds, plus the all-wheel drive system, which has a beautiful balance of being playful, allowing you to play with oversteer while still maintaining the benefits of all-wheel drive, such that it can put down a lot of power very easily and pull you forward when you need it to. It's a very incredible feat of engineering. If you need a one-car solution, I understand why a lot of people go down the route of BMW M cars, specifically the M3. You got the four-seater. If you have kids, as Peter does, makes a lot of sense. I do find that when I drive this car on the street, it's a little bit harsh from my perspective, for my liking, but maybe I'm just an old man that can't handle a slightly rougher ride. Very stiff car that feels more appropriate on track than on the street, if I'm being honest. The heft, while BMW does a great job of working around it, there are times when it's very apparent, right? And that's just physics. If a car's weighing 4,000 pounds, it's not going to be as nimble and agile as something like my GR86, which weighs 2,800 pounds, 1,200 pounds lighter. But let me know, what do you guys think? BMW M3, beautiful Isle of Man green. I know a lot of you are going to comment about the grille in the front, which I completely understand. But what about the driving dynamics? What about choosing this vehicle if you want to go on track? Let me know with a comment down below. Much love, my friends. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in that next one.